Good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode 109. It is Tuesday, and my mailbox was filled on Monday. And that is what I'm going to talk about today. The Bears were terrible last night. We're not going to talk about that. Pretty ugly Chicago Bears offense, and not looking forward to the rest of the season. So hopefully we can tip off some college hoops next week, and college basketball will take my mind off of the lousy Chicago Bears football team. So on the bright side of Monday, a bunch of packages were in my mail. I believe 6 altogether. Now, 2 of the packages are going off to a fellow trader, and it's a surprise, so I don't want to show those off just in case he's watching. I don't think he watches, but just in case. But I had 4 packages that were Cubs, and I was checking my eBay to make sure because I went on a shopping spree last week, so I was going to package the cards up that I got. But I realized that I had bought a few other cards. So I actually have a few more Maildays from eBay purchases, 2 of which are Cubs Maildays. So I'm looking forward to getting those cards. So first up, four Cubs trades came in the mail yesterday. Jay Moose from Twitter. We're doing a PWE trade. I pulled a Mike Moustakas out of Panini Contenders. So I'm going to ship out that card, and he sent me 4 Cubs cards from Kansas City. Let's see. Zach, my buddy. Good morning, Zach. And he just chimed in. Korean Cardboard is with us. Good morning. Actually, probably good afternoon where you're at. Zach, worst offense I've seen in 41 years. So bad. Yes. And how bad is that? That's the worst offense we've seen when we had the Mark Trestman era, and we had starting quarterbacks by the name of Moses Moreno and Chad Hutchinson and Steve Stenstrom. Those were some really awful years. Like the entire 2000s was pretty bad up until 2005. So I guess late 90s, because there was about a decade. I think late 90s to about 2004, 2005, the Super Bowl year. The Bears went through quarterbacks like 4 a year, it seemed. Those were some terrible years. And speaking of Zach, a stack of 42 Cubs. My guy, Earl Cunningham, 1990 tops right on top. So another 42 to the stack. Jeffrey up in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, reached out, and he pulled some Tops Update and Bowman Platinum. He actually found some Cubs. I did not find any Cubs Bowman Platinum in my packs. But he did. I didn't pull one, but Jeffrey pulled a Ryan Jensen out of Bowman Platinum, and I think that's the chartreuse parallel. So that's pretty cool. Jensen also has an autograph in this product. So the last one I saw, I went looking last week, and it was like $15. A little high priced for a Bowman Platinum Ryan Jensen auto. So I'm going to wait for those prices to dip. It's more of a $5 auto. Also, Jeffrey sent a couple. He pulled some Turkey Reds. Mark Grace, very cool. Ron Santo. There was also a Kerry Wood that I did pull out of my packs. And then he sent a bunch of the base Tops Update. The only one I didn't have yet, Steven Souza. So that was from Jeffrey in Manitowoc. So pretty cool to get a few new cards from the most recently released products. Korean Cardboard, did I ever meet Earl? And it's 10 p.m. I did meet Earl Cunningham, but it was in 1990. It was at a card show near my hometown. That is why I was on that search for a 1990 score autographed in blue Sharpie, and it was like a 15-year odyssey that I finally found a couple on eBay over the summer because he signed a 90 score for me in blue Sharpie. I was 8 years old in 1990, and I displayed it on our remember those big entertainment centers we had in the 80s and 90s, those like Oak or whatever they are entertainment. So we had one of those, and on top of the very top where you put trophies and family pictures, there was a picture, or there was my Earl Cunningham autographed scorecard for a period of several months. So that was the only time I met Earl Cunningham. He's pretty reclusive. I was actually shocked that he did an interview with Baseball America last December. I was pretty surprised because he's not responsive via mail. There's not really any online footprint whatsoever. So another Cubs drafted, that was Ty Griffin. Ty Griffin was in 89. He was also in 88 Topps traded with Team USA. He was a big time star for Team USA, played at Georgia Tech. He was the first round pick in 88, had the 89 Topps #1 draft pick card, which is why I love this year's insert set from 2020 update with the prospects, because it mirrors the #1 draft pick cards of 89 Topps. Only it's #1 prospect this year. Ty Griffin fizzled out. I think he reached AA. Earl Cunningham never reached AA. He topped out in single A. And I think that's, I think he may have felt he underachieved in his pro baseball career. He was a big time high school star in South Carolina. Just a masher, but he couldn't figure out the curve. Struck out a ton in the minor leagues. Ty Griffin, I never met. He lives down in Tampa, Florida. I think he's a principal at a high school in Florida. He's great through the mail. Is as poor of a return as Earl Cunningham from 1990. Ty Griffin is the exact opposite, and he signs a ton through the mail. He's great, and his autograph looks awesome on the 88 traded and the 89 Topps #1 draft pick. Ty's 89 Topps, great card. This year's replica. The #1 prospects are awesome. Brennan Davis has one. Brennan Davis is kind of my new Ty Griffin, Earl Cunningham. I really like the kid's potential. He's the #1 prospect in this 2020 update set. He's not, depending on which magazine or outlet, Brennan Davis is a top Cubs prospect. Typically like #2 or #3 behind Braylon Marquez, the pitcher, and catcher Miguel Amaya. But Brennan Davis is up there, and I think when it's all said and done, Davis will probably be, the best of those three, I think, as far as what his potential. And he's a great kid. He's really, really good with fans. I've met him a couple times at a minor league game when he was with the South Bend Cubs. And then I met him a couple times at spring training this past spring. Signed some custom cards that I had made from the Rookies app. Signed a couple Bowman cards for me. I had some 8x10s. So really, really cool dude. So I'm looking forward to watching him progress in the Cubs minor league system. And then the fourth package that arrived yesterday was from Glenn. Now, Glenn is in Connecticut, and he is the Hobby Spider on Twitter. He does what's called like NAFTA trades. And when we first did this, I'm like, so what's NAFTA stand for? And it stands for what NAFTA stands for, what you think of it as, the North American Free Trade Agreement. So it's basically blind trades. And he sends out a list. I actually have it. I have a what do you call those? You put the marker down a black, it's not a blackboard, it's a whiteboard. I have a whiteboard on this wall behind my laptop with notes, trades that I got to get to. I've got my Cubs count, so I don't have to look. And then I have Glenn's list. And so I actually have Mike Mike's, I think, in Massachusetts. I've got a want list for him that I've got to get to. So Glenn sends, and he's got just a bunch of stuff that he has other trades with. So he's looking for like baseball teams. Obviously, Cubs are one of them with our trades, but then he trades with other team traders in baseball, basketball, and football. And then he's always looking for players because he's got player collectors. And then he's like, throw in any jersey relics or autographs. So usually it's a great way for me to unload like dollar relics is what I call them, like the Topps Heritage base relic. They're basically dollar cards. Nobody buys them. Allen and Ginter has them. Nobody buys them on eBay because the shipping, you can't ship them PWE because they'll get ruined. And it's not worth shipping in a bubble mailer because they're, you'd have to pay $5 or $6, $7 to make it worth it. So a lot of the like the lesser teams that I don't have trading partners, I'll send to Glenn. Like I think last time I had like a Texas Rangers relic of, I don't know, Joey Gallo maybe, and like Baltimore Orioles John Means. So I don't have too many Orioles and Rangers collectors that I trade with. So those relics are dollar autos that I find in dollar bins will go off to Glenn, and he can find trade partners. So so that's kind of what his deal is. And he sent, I think this is a new one from my collection, Chris Bryant, 85 Topps All-Star, another great set. This is from Prism, Javi Baez, beautiful card. A new Javi for my player collection. And these, I'm not sure what, these are from 2019. So those are stickers on the front. Ichiro's on the back. So I'm not sure what set this is from, if this is like Topps Bunt, but I didn't recognize. And here's, like it looks like part of a puzzle. Chris Bryant, and then Mondesi from the Royals is on the back. This one's a league leaders with Javi, and that's a new one for the Javi collection. This is a pretty cool. I like this design by with Anthony Rizzo, Lance McCullers of the Astros on the other side. All-star game of Javi. So I think there's like 4 or 5 Javis. That here's another Rizzo. Xander Bogaerts on the opposite side. Javi Baez. So yeah, I'm not. Oh, here's a cool Javi stance. So I'm not sure what, I'm going to have to Google this. I'm not sure. It's 2019 Topps, but I'm not sure what set. It doesn't appear to be Big League because I've bought Big League before. I thought they discontinued Topps Bunt. Maybe these are they stickers? Do they do full-size stickers? I don't know if these are stickers though. I don't want to peel. Could be the sticker set. I have no idea. If they do full-size stickers. So I'm going to have to do some research and find out what product that is. So that was my mail day. Last night, I didn't watch the Bears game last night. I did some packages, had dinner. Then we had the fireplace going, and it was a hot chocolate night. So laid on the couch. I really didn't even list too many things. We were watching a new Netflix show with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant called The Undoing. We ended up binging like 3 episodes last night. So I actually have friends of mine. We have a text chat. One's a diehard Vikings fan. Me and another buddy are diehard Bears fans. So we were going back and forth, and I was just checking in to see the scores online. I didn't admit I was watching Netflix and not Monday Night Football. So that was what I did. So I have a few more eBay packages to get caught up on. Last week I mentioned that eBay sales on Sunday had been my lowest of the week. I didn't check this past week, but I had a run in my eBay store from like basically a week ago Sunday, sales were really low. And then, just like I had anticipated, they had gone up, but the sales continued to go up through the whole week. And there wasn't just kind of a, usually it kind of goes like this, plateaus, and then this, and then boom on Sunday, and then starts over again. So I didn't see a slowdown through Sunday. But I think Monday, yesterday, was the slowest day I had in probably a week. Still a decent number, kind of where I'm at, where I want to be at. It's kind of, right there. But my overnight sales, what's strange is I will have sometimes up to a dozen or more overnight sales from like 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. I'll have just a bunch of sales. I didn't have that last night into this morning for the first time. I think maybe 2 sales came in, which is very low. So today is what, Tuesday? So maybe Tuesday is a slow day for me. And I'm not sure why that is. And it could be based on ending times. My store is recycle. So once all listings are 30 days, and mine are listed until sold, or, till I stop them. So they basically just recycle every 30 days, but there's still a countdown. So, when I list it, when I list a card, like right now, it's 30 days left in this listing, tomorrow, 29 days, and so on. So when it gets down to the last day, that's when you'll see some more traffic, because people are they're sorting by either newly listed or by ending soonest. So those are probably the 2 most popular search terms. So, and I think that may be, and I haven't looked into my ending times for my store listings, just because I'm listing basically every night. So it's something that I probably should look into to see if there's a correlation between, okay, I had, X amount of listings ending. That's why my sales were higher than what they were. And maybe, these last 2 days, I don't have as many items ending. So I can look into that. So that's what I had for today. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And we'll be back tomorrow. Twitter at 1 million Cubs, the site 1millioncubs.com. And I'll have to plug that. A couple of product reviews are on the board. Reviewed 2020 Topps Update. Now, I previewed the checklist and I trashed it. I said it was terrible. But once I opened 2020 Topps Update, I kind of love it. And you can read why. 1millioncubs.com, my 2020 Topps Update review. And then I also released the Panini Contenders review. I busted open 4 blaster boxes over the weekend, pulled a few Cubs, and I reviewed Panini Contenders. The Hall of Fame ballot was released yesterday. So I will be writing my picks. I don't have a vote, but if I did, I'm going to share my picks. And I don't know if I'll get that published tonight, but I will share that. I'm going to have to write that on my whiteboard. So tomorrow's topic will be Hall of Fame 2021 ballot. So that's all. 1millioncubs.com, that eBay store link, top of the page, 10% off when you buy 3 or more cards. 1millioncubs.com, that link, top of the page. That's all. Have a great Tuesday.